for now, I think I still do want to avoid these people. I don't need to fight them yet. We will have to fight my rival, though, and he could be a little bit more of a pain than usual. Let's avoid that girl, but let's see. If I think she's strong enough. And fast enough to beat the Ghastly in one hit. I was just trying to determine whether I should, like, move Clefable out of my first slot. For this rival fight specifically. I do want her to get experience, and she could well body slam the Pidgeotto. I don't know how well she would do in that regard, but we'll see. Because I assume that would be better than... Would it be, though? Let's try Psychic, actually. Trying Psychic first. Body Slam? Please be more powerful? Please hit first. Okay, good. And it was more powerful against the Pidgeotto. So that's good. That went well. Level 24. Nice, nice. Okay. Gyarados. This one could be a little more interesting, because we don't have Thunderbolt yet, so let's try Eradicate! He'll Hyper Fang it. Maybe that'll work. Okay. You survived, though. That's good. Fair enough. Who do I want next? I guess Jack, go for it. You should be faster. Okay, cool. So, same thing with this Kadabra as last time. I want Clefable to try to take it out. So... yeah, and then I could Psychic the Ivysaur right afterward. It's like what we talked about last time, except it'll actually work, you know? Because now I have Psychic. When I say last time, I mean when we were on the SSN fighting the rival, which wasn't that long ago now. Alright, so now we have the Kadabra coming out. Total Grid level 26, good work. Look at those stats. Those look pretty good to me. I mean, for 26, actually, maybe not. I don't know. No, Clefable's not that far behind. I was thinking she was farther behind for some reason. But Body Slam should work here. I would like to think, again, he uses Teleport. Interesting. Didn't work out in his favor, surprisingly enough. Alright, Ivysaur here. Yeah, we're just gonna Psychic it. Which hopefully will be okay, just because I'm considering... I'm planning on Psychicking, like, all of the Ghastly up in here, too. We'll see. Was that a speed tie I saw? Cool, Clefable grew to level 25. Yeah, no, I do think that Toidle's stats are pretty good. And he still has another evolution, too. Just comparing it to, like, Clefable's here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I know that I've been neglecting a lot of my other Pokemon, but I'll probably try to catch them up. I don't want to deal with Ghastly in here. Hold on. I'll probably try to catch them up once I... am training off camera, you know what I mean? I don't remember if these... Do these people become unfightable after you clear this place out? You know, hold on. Let's just fight them now. Because, you know, I was worried about PP, but we have this trainer, then we have one more trainer, and then we have a last trainer, and then we get a healing square. So, our PP should be fine, like... Okay, you are faster than me, though. I hadn't expected that. That's not the best. And it doesn't kill you in one hit. I thought both of those things were not going to be the case. I thought I was going to be faster, given that I'm a higher level. And I thought that Psychic would just finish him off. It's super effective, and it's a special... Oh, right. I had it in reverse. No, they're better with special attacks. Because their special's higher. Whoops. That was just me having a little brain fart. So this will just be a little bit of a training ground for Clefable here. Still a shame, of course, that she is slower, and that she doesn't beat them in one Psychic. But overall, she does pretty well in these fights. Like, as long as they don't use Nightshade. The only reason Nightshade does so much, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I know it does this, but as far as I'm aware, the reason that it's bad is because it does damage equal to the user's level. What I mean by that is just that if they were using something else that wasn't Nightshade, but that still hit Clefable, I don't think they'd be doing that much damage. I don't think that their attack compared to her defense, you know, or special in this case, I guess it depends on what they used. I don't think that that would result in this much damage. Well, if he does Nightshade there, I'm dead, so I will switch. Let's go to Diglett. You know, Diglett actually could get some training in here too, because he would probably be faster, and Dig would be really good against these guys. Yeah, he is faster, confirmed that. And Dig is super effective, and it's a physical move. The only real issue is that Diglett himself is not a high level. However, I do want to level him up, especially considering, 1, he'll be stronger when he evolves, and 2, I need him to evolve for the sake of my Pokedex. Right. But now Repel doesn't really help, because Diglett is not a high level. This is, yeah, really good for him, because he needed someplace to, you know, like, level up big time. And yeah, what better place than when you're going up against relatively weak defensive poison types? You know, because, like, Koga would be good for him, too, at least, maybe not as far as the levels are concerned, but a lot of the Pokemon there have a higher defense, like Coughing is just a little tankier, you know? So this is quite nice for him. However, I do think that Diglett will be a pretty star player when I do fight Koga. You know, then again, by that point, Jag will have Earthquake. Maybe not then. Alright, but at least here we'll get rid of the Pokédoll, so we'll get that item slot back. And then we have our 3 Rockets to fight, and then we get to rescue Mount Fuji, and that stuff will be good. We get another key item, you know. Where's my Pokédoll? And you know, again, I actually rather like using a doll to calm down the Marowak, because it just makes for a better headcanon in my opinion, you know? Because it's like, instead, you give it the doll, and it's not like, oh, it really wanted a toy, you made it feel better, and now it'll leave. But it's kind of like, oh, you reminded it of its motherhood, you know? And like, the care that it showed in that sense. And so, instead of beating it to make it peaceful, you know, just like beating on it, I like the doll. I like the doll. It's nice. Right now, I still think it was a good idea to have given, you know, Body Slam and Psychic to Clefable. Because otherwise she would have been useless on the team, and in that sense, yeah, maybe I should have just used a different Pokemon altogether, but I think that it's working out so far. Let's get Raticate. Let's use a Hyper Fang, you know? Raticate's starting to fall behind in levels now. Raticate's only level 22, which I honestly hadn't realized. So we should take care of him a little bit more. Darn Hypnosis. At least we have the Poké-Flute. I'm really glad it's not as long as when you're actually using the Poké-Flute to, like, wake up the Snorlax. But I still wish it were a little faster. If I'm being honest, you know? And I gotta be honest. Isn't it Zubat, Rattata, Raticate, Zubat? I think it's Zubat, Rattata, Raticate, Zubat. Let's see. I mean, I was right on the Zubat so far. Rattata. Cool. I need to get Fear up at some point too, but like I said, I'm kind of saving some of these for the caves. Like Rock Tunnel and then the route just before that. And of course we have those at Rocket Hideout that I could take out. No, dang it, that's what I was afraid of. Let's at least get in some damage. No, he used Quick Attack! Darn, and got a critical, which ignored Tail Whip, so but, oh well. Fury Attack, let's try it. Don't you kill me! Let me get at least one hit in, please. Curse you and your criticals. Alright. I mean, this is the last one, so it's okay. I mean, I'm gonna heal, like, right after this. You son of a gun. Alright, Clefable then! I'm gonna Body Slam you! Jeez. Don't kill. Even with a critical, okay, cool. He took out way too many of my Pokemon. But here we go then, we gotta talk to Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. Mr. Fuji! A little bit different. A little bit different. Wonder if I called him Mount before, in this session. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, but here we go. Let's see what we get instead of the Pokeflute. Helix Fossil. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. That's weird. Alright, I wish that there were a place. I don't think that you can dig out of Lavender Tower, so I just have to walk back. But, oh well. So now that I've done that, now I can head inside and get Psychic like I wanted. Or not Psychic, I'm sorry, Earthquake. Earthquake, and... oh no, because then I'd have to fight another dude. I'll just get the key item for now. Yeah, and for that, I should probably actually heal up. And I know that I could heal in, you know, Saffron itself, but I already have my waypoint set to Celadon, so I'm just gonna walk to Celadon. It's honestly not that much farther, I don't think, than, like, the Pokemon Center in Saffron, because Saffron's a pretty big place. So this isn't too out of the way, honestly. And I think that it would just be good to have, you know... well, first, have my team not dead, and give them their PP back and everything. But I have to fight a single Arbok in order to get the lift, or the card key. So for that, you know, Arbok being poison, it would be good to either have Diglett or Clefable. I think Clefable would be more useful here, considering their defense. Or Arbok's defense, rather. I just think their defense is higher than their special. I could be wrong. This is just me, like, guessing, based upon just my experience with Pokemon in general. And that knowledge is often flawed. If you've seen me play any Pokemon game before, you should know that. But we'll start... I guess we'll grab this elixir while we're here, too. But then he's straight down, and then the key item will be to the right of him. I have Clefable out in front, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just talk to him, get this fight going. He's level 33, I believe, the Arbok is. Yep, okay. So we're definitely lower level, and, you know, I am a little bit concerned about that, honestly. But it's just one trainer with one Pokemon, and since we do have things that are, like, super effective against him, I figured it was worth the risk. And I'll just pound him at this point. Yeah, that was good. Are you gonna level up from this? Because, yeah, that certainly wouldn't be unexpected. Level 28. Awesome. You see special just 5 ahead, you know? I don't know if it's gonna keep pulling ahead, but it might. Now, I think that overall, this is something else that I want to... no more room for items. Why not? Oh, because the Helix Fossil. I don't bloody need that. I can't toss it, though, because it's... okay, I'll use the rare candy. How about that? Probably on Fearow. Just make sure real quick I don't need anything else. You know what, Bloody? We're gonna do this. Or could it learn something better? I don't know. Maybe it will at some point. If it does, whatever. I could replace, like, Fury Attack or something. But for now, it doesn't... I don't think it needs Growl. Alright, cool. HM01, we got cut! We got cut, guys! Alright, awesome, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna teach that to Diglett. Diglett can't learn cut. Oh, right, Diglett can only learn cut in the remakes, huh? Fire Red, Leaf Green. Is that right? I think that's the case. Dang it. So no one on my team can learn cut. However, it's still really good that we got cut. I'll just have to pull a Pokemon from the PC, at least briefly, in order to, you know, teach cut and use it. Because I have to do that, of course, to get into Lieutenant Surge's gym. And then, like I said, I could use it to get the HM for Fly. And where I usually get the Old Amber, which of course is something different now. Yeah, but I wanna save this whole base for later. Because while I could clear it out in only 3 more trainers, rather the Rival, a Rocket Grunt, and then Giovanni, you know, that would be missing out on a lot of experience. So I think the better thing to do... Hold on, can I just dig from in there? I mean, I know I can from certain parts of it. Can I just from the start? Yes, I can, cool. Just get back to Celadon a little faster. And because I'm paralyzed, I'll just heal. Alright, so I know now that I can do the whole cut thing. But I don't know, I don't think I want to just yet. While I'm here, I think that I want to go and take out the rocket hideout beneath the game corner. But I have to remember that I have cut, and that I can go and get those things now. Again, the HM for Fly, that'll probably not be Fly. And the Old Amber will hopefully not be Old Amber. Hopefully it won't be a fossil, because I don't bloody need fossils. Oh, you know, while I was in the Pokemon Center, speaking of fossils, I should have gotten rid of it. Because there are a number of items here that I just don't know what they are, and so in order, I really should switch out Clefable too. He's the best of my team right now. What was I even saying? I don't know what the items are in this place, and so I'm gonna have to pick up a lot of things, and I don't necessarily want to toss things because they might be good for, like, selling later on. Dang it, Raticate, come on! He hit twice in a row with Hyper Fang. You gotta do it too. Nope, you lost your chance. Fearow. So I think after this, I'll step back, and I'll go to the Pokemon Center. Well, that was a good crit. I'll deposit the Helix Fossil, and then I might even go back to the department store to sell some of the things I got. Like, I have that nugget, I have another HP up, those are both just sellable things for me. So, you know, clear up 2 spaces in my inventory, and get some, you know, get some money. Alright, so with that in mind, like, we're gonna kill this Zubat with the Psychic. I'm not gonna go into the hideout just yet, I'm gonna heal, I'm gonna deposit the Helix Fossil, I'm gonna go sell some stuff, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I changed my mind a little bit. So I'm at the PC here. I just pulled out my Paris, I taught it cut, I deposited, you know, the Helix Fossil, I deposited the HM for Flash, I deposited the HM for cut. So right now I have Raticate, I believe, in the PC. It's either Raticate or Fearow, I believe I left in there. But, like, I could just come over here, like, just to get a quick key item, you know, no fights involved or anything. Because that was weird. I just hit the wrong one. Just get through here. And we'll just get cut right, like, why not? Why not just get cut right now, right? And with all the shortcuts that we've enabled, you know, with, like, giving the drink to the guard, it wouldn't take that long to actually go back to Vermilion. And we could fight Lieutenant Surge, get that out of the way. And then if we take a little bit more time and go through Diglett's Cave, HM03. Oh, that's awesome. That is really good. You know why that's good? I mean, obviously we can't use it yet, but Surf is just really nice because it's a strong move. But also Toidle. Now he gets, like, a more powerful water move. Like, I'm just gonna replace... Like, I might as well just replace Bubble. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. Now Toidle no Surf. And I actually don't need Surf anymore, like the HM, rather. Like, I could potentially... No, because I taught him Bubble Beam. Okay, why not? Why not teach him Surf over Bubble Beam? It's more powerful. Right? It's just another water move, so I'll just teach Jag Surf as well. He doesn't need 2 water moves. That was just for the sake of him having some versatility. But why not make him just more powerful with his water move? Okay, but now that that's done, I don't need the HM anymore, so I can go back to the Pokemon Center and deposit it. And now I can safely go back to... And like I said, fight Lieutenant Surge, and then I can go get the Old Amber, so I can just get all of the cut stuff out of the way, and then come back here. So that's my current plan. I want to reevaluate my team a little bit, because if I want to take on Surge, I don't need my strongest Pokemon necessarily, but I want to make sure that I can get some of the weaker Pokemon some more experience, you know? And what that might mean... Let's just check my team real quick. Yeah, okay, so I deposited Fearow, so I might want to get Fearow back in. But that would actually be the worst gym for Fearow, just considering, you know, the electric type stuff. However, I could always just do some switch training, like have Fearow out in front initially. You know, so thinking about this, I don't think I need Toidle right now. Gonna deposit Toidle. And so we're gonna get back out our Fearow, there he is. Okay, cool. Alright, that's a plan. And we just healed here, so we've set that as our waypoint. Now I don't want to use any other Pokemon Center because I want to be able to dig my way back. You know what I mean? So from here, it would be faster to just go to Saffron City. And then just go south into Vermilion. Alright, we're figuring it out. We're figuring this out. Before I forget, I'm gonna switch Fearow for the front. And then I could switch out for Diglett, you know, either Diglett or Jag, to take out all of Lieutenant Surge. Now, I'm probably going to use Diglett for the sake of experience, and I think that he could handle it just fine. You know, like, he's a higher level for it at this point. Oh, and cool, that'll get me Thunderbolt, the TM for Thunderbolt, so Jag, I can give him his Electric-type move. And just be a little bit more where I'm familiar as far as, like, moves go. Oh, great, I have to actually do this puzzle normally. Okay, so we can only actually... I'm checking ones that I don't even need to check, because I'm pretty sure at the bottom it's every other one as a possibility. And it's kind of the same deal here. Like, I think it might be the one above me, or it's, like, the top leftmost, middle. Like, I think the first one has to be one of those, essentially. But I certainly don't mind fighting these trainers, considering I need experience. Normally, in a speedrun, I say normally, but in a speedrun setting at least, you just skip all of them. But I do want to take them all out before I fight Surge. I wouldn't mind handling the puzzle beforehand, because I don't plan on pulling out to heal anyway. So, I say that because I don't know, like, if I were to pull out to heal, I don't know if that would reset the puzzle. But I don't plan on pulling out, so it should work out fine. Here it is. Got it. Alright, cool. So we have the puzzle done, now we just have these two trainers and then Surge himself. So here we go, time for Surge! This shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it won't be a problem. It can't be a problem. I am like 2 overleveled at this point. I mean, overleveled for this, just because I've had to level up more in order to fight the the bits later on. Alright, so you're faster, you get a Sonic Boom off, that's fine. It's not gonna kill me, it only does 20 damage. Guaranteed every time. Got to level 22, nice. I will keep in just to get some experience, but I am gonna switch out right away. Actually, a level 18, maybe Pikachu wouldn't have an electric-type move. I don't know. I don't know. Not gonna find out, though. Because the last one that did Thunder Shock was like 23 or 24 in that last fight, right? And so I could see that having one, while an 18 wouldn't. But here, yeah, it shouldn't matter that Diglett is low health, because again, I don't think Raichu has any attacking moves, or any attacks, I could just say that. Any damaging moves, that's what I meant, that aren't electric type. There he goes. So, let's see, this is about 4 hours into the playthrough, not quite 4 hours in, and we got our 3rd badge. Cool. So with that, yeah, our Pokemon are faster, we can actually use Fly, should we ever get that HM, and we got the TM for Thunderbolt, heck yeah. So before anything else, to clear inventory space, etc., I am going to use this. Just gonna teach it to, yeah, I think I still want to teach it to Jag. Like, Clefable is powerful, but then this will just help me, like, keep things straight with Jag if I do that. I will check really quickly to be sure, like, I'll check their specials. Because maybe I could just focus Jag in other areas. Let's see, his special's 49 at 27. And you are... You're 9 higher and only 1 level higher. And your speed is 45. What is your speed? Okay, your speed's 63 though. You're faster. This is where it gets tricky. Do I stick with my usual speedruns kind of setup, even though I actually can't do all the strats because of levels and stats and stuff? Or do I do what actually feels like would be a better idea and give it to Clefable? What moves do you have? Body Slam, Growl, Pound, and Psychic. You don't really need Pound or Growl, and you're not going to learn any other moves. You are the highest special I think that I have, and it wouldn't be bad to give you more versatility. I think it is better to teach it to Clefable, honestly. So I'll do that. I think it's a smarter choice. I'm surprised Raticate can learn it too, but I think this is better. I'll replace Growl. I'll still keep it with Pound for now, you know, just like a weaker thing to finish off enemies. But I think that's better, a better choice overall. Okay, but yeah, Lieutenant Surge's gym is out of the way. So what we can do from here is we have to make our way through Diglett Cave here. And we made it out! We're out of the cave. Just gonna go straight up here and use Cut. Good, good. Okay, so, you know, you can't use Dig in every location, and I'm aware of that. I do still have my, you know, quote-unquote waypoint set up in Celadon, which I want to use because that's just the fastest way to get back there without Fly. So my plan is I could go back into Diglett Cave and use Dig there. But I want to go into the forest first, back to Viridian Forest, because there I can catch... Oh, door's over here. It's not just one of those side-entering things. Because then I can catch Caterpie and Metapod and evolve into Butterfree, and I only need 2 more Pokemon for the Dex before I can get Strength. So, that sounds awesome. But let's see what we get from this dude. Instead of Old Amber, we have the Card Key. Okay, so we actually... Oh, I honestly didn't think about that before, but duh! Because we got the Helix Fossil in Saffron City, we didn't have the Card Key, so we couldn't have kept going within that, the Sylph Tower. Sylph Co building, whatever. Okay. Glad I came back here then. We needed that, and I didn't even think about it. It's the little things that that don't even cross my mind anymore. But yeah, so all I plan to do here... Oh, actually, I could just do a quick and easy little thing here too. It'll get me a little bit of money and just a little bit of extra experience. So it's probably not worthwhile, but since I have to look through the grass anyway to try to find, you know, the Pokemon that I want, Caterpie and Metapod in particular, I'll take Pikachu too. I'll go back and I'll fight the trainers that I skipped over in this place. You know, with Fearow at the level he is, with Peck, it should be fast. Good news, you can dig out of the forest too. So, good things about this is if we look at my Pokedex now, I own 30. So I think that it makes sense at this point to just head back to Vermilion really quickly and get the HM for Strength. So that's what I'm gonna do. Again, thankfully with using the fresh water, it really does open up the map a lot. Even though obviously having Fly is better, it's not exactly essential. I mean, Fly is never essential. It's never essential, it's just super convenient. So, that's okay. But what we can do with that, you know, we have these shortcuts, we're making it through, no problem. Gotta go back, get Strength, and then we can just dig our way back, save a little bit of time there. So, we'll get to the hideout soon. Alright, so I caught a Metapod and then a Caterpie, I dug my way out of Viridian Forest, and now here we are, east of Vermilion City. I'm gonna talk to this aide, because if you check my Pokedex real quick, exactly 30 Pokemon owned. So if I talk to him, he should give me the HM for Strength. Yes, I have. Yeah, I do. Thank you. I got HM04. Oh yeah, he still tells me about Item Finder, but he didn't give that to me. He gave me something much more necessary. So let's see what Pokemon of mine can learn it. Jag can learn it, and Clefable can learn it. That's interesting. I feel like Body Slam is slightly weaker than Strength. Am I wrong in that? And if nothing else, I could always replace Pound. Because I don't think there's anything that I want to replace with Jag, so I will teach Strength over Pound. It might be a little bit of a waste, but it's not the worst. If I come across something and I'm like, oh, I have to teach Clefable this, like that's too good not to do it, or if it is actually necessary, I can always replace Body Slam. I think Body Slam is better overall due to the paralysis, but it's fair enough to say that Strength covers pretty well for Body Slam in its absence. So I think that's alright. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip back into Diglett's cave, and then we're going to dig our way out. We'll end up in Celadon City again. Gotta deposit some of these things that I have. Like, I don't need the HMs anymore in my... I'm so used to Paris having dig. In my inventory. I just don't need them. They're just taking up space at this point. So I can go and drop those things off here. And since I'm here, I can actually heal up again. So that's good. Not that my team is desperately needing it, considering I was only doing, like, low-level things, relatively speaking. But health is nice, PP is nice, that kind of thing. I still haven't sold these. I forgot I was going to earlier. Whoops. No. I want to keep the Pokeballs, thank you. So let's get rid of this, it's just HM04. Could have sworn there was something else I wanted to deposit just then. I guess not. Alright, one more quick jump, because I do want to heal, but I want to sell the HP up and the nugget before I forget again. So, I'll be back.
Cue outro, go!